So let's break it down, starting with FAFSA. This is a lot of information, I know, so I'm going to break it down one by one what sources of money you might qualify for if you apply for FAFSA. The first one is called Pell Grants. It's money from the federal government that you don't have to pay back, and it's for very low income families. If you Google Pell Grants income eligibility online, you will be able to see how much money your family can make, and you will still be able to qualify for Pell Grants. Cal Grants is money from the California state government. So again, this means you can only get Cal Grants if you go to a college within California. This does not kick in if you decide to go to a college out of state. This is also money you don't have to pay back. And Cal Grants is based on both income and GPA. And your GPA has to be at least above a 2.0. You might be able to get enough Cal Grants to cover all of tuition and get some additional money to pay for housing or food or personal expenses. Cal Grants is a really helpful resource for students who get it, and a lot of students qualify for it because the income range is higher than for Pell Grants. So Cal Grants is more inclusive of people of a broader range of incomes. Then there's work study. Work study is basically this program that allows you to work on campus to pay for your tuition and expenses. A lot of students take advantage of this resource, and it's really flexible, which is another perk. So wherever you work, so let's say that you work in the dining hall or the library on campus, they will be very flexible with your schedule. There's the California Promise Grant, and this is for students who want to go to community college. It makes community college free for 2 years. And this is for everybody. You have to attend community college full time. You can't be attending part time for this to kick in. Scholarships come from your university. So if you go to CSUN might offer you a scholarship. If you go to UC Riverside, they might offer you a scholarship. So it depends on where you go. And this is also money that you don't have to pay back. Scholarships can be based on merit or need or any other factors. Merit is basically your GPA, your SAT scores, your community service, leadership activities. Need means it's your income, usually your family's income, and whether you need the money, or it can be a combination of both of those things. Finally, there are loans. Loans are money that comes from the federal government if you are a FAFSA applicant, and it's money that you have to pay back with interest. Loans should really be your last option because you don't want to end up borrowing thousands and thousands of dollars and then have to pay for years on end. First, figure out whether you qualify for Pell Grants, Cal Grants, work study scholarships, and then see how much money you need after all of that. And don't worry, you don't need to know this immediately. You can figure this out after you get accepted to a college, and they will let you know what you qualify for. So you don't need to figure this out before you apply for college. To go back to the California Promise Grant really quickly, this is also money that you don't have to pay back. It's free money. If you go to community college for 2 years, they will waive your tuition for the fall and spring semesters only. So that means that if you take summer and winter classes, this doesn't kick in, but Cal Grants might help you cover fall and spring classes. So just apply for FAFSA, okay? Apply for FAFSA, and then depending on what college you go to, different sources of money are going to kick in. Check the financial aid webpage for whatever colleges you are considering attending. They will have important information that you need to know, including other scholarships that you can apply for. Please apply for outside scholarships to cover remaining expenses. So before you take out loans, apply for other scholarships, not the ones that are given through FAFSA or the California Dream Act, but other ones that you can apply from companies, organizations, different foundations, nonprofits. They offer scholarships all the time. So apply for those, make a plan for applying before you decide to take out loans.